are in first place in the American League East, 1 game ahead of second. The Orioles are third in the division, 5 games back. The Tampa Bay Rays got 11 overall hits as they took down the visiting Mariners 5-4. Looking at the standings, the Rays sit in last place in the American League East division. They trail by 8.5 games. The Mariners sit in last place in the American League West division. They're 7 games back. The Minnesota Twins had 12 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Yankees 6-5. Also in Yanks news, starting pitcher Masahiro Tanaka will be out of action for a few days according to team reports. He's said to be dealing with elbow inflammation. Right now, the Twins sit in last place in the American League Central Division, 3 games back. The Yankees are in second place in the AL East, 1 game out of first. The Toronto Blue Jays finished off a 2-game sweep as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park, 1-0. As of today, the Phillies sit in last place in the National League East, 13 games out. The Blue Jays sit in 4th place in the American League East Division, 6.5 games back. The Kansas City Royals knocked out 10 hits as a team as they bested the Tigers in extra innings, 4-2. It was their 5th straight victory. At the moment, the Royals sit in 3rd place in the American League Central, 1 game out of first. The Tigers are 4th in the division, 2.5 games out of first. The A's combined for 10 hits as a team as they got the win in a laugher against the Rangers, 8-2. Looking at the standings, the A's are in 3rd place in the AL West, 6 games out of first. The Rangers are atop the division, 2 games up on 2nd place. The Atlanta Braves grabbed the 4-game series sweep as they ran over the Reds 9-2. They now have 5 straight wins. Heading into today, the Braves sit in 2nd place in the National League East Division, 8 games out of first. The Reds are in 4th place in the NL Central. They're 15 games back. The Pirates knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field, 7-6. Right now, the Mets sit in 3rd place in the National League East Division, 9 games back. The Pirates are in 3rd place in the NL Central, 11.5 games out of first. The Los Angeles Dodgers cracked 16 hits on the day as they got the best of the Brewers at home, 8-5. As of today, the Dodgers are in 1st place in the NL West. They have a small game-and-a-half advantage over 2nd. The Brewers are in last place in the NL Central, 17 games out of first. The Padres got 12 hits in this one as they bested the visiting Nats 5-2. At the moment, the Padres are in 3rd place in the NL West. They trail first by 4 games. The Nationals are in 1st place in the NL East. They hold a comfortable 8-game advantage. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Friday night baseball now from Fenway Park here in Boston. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Seattle Mariners and the Boston Red Sox. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. Clay Buchholz will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's having a very nice season so far. You look at that ERA in the low 2s, looking to continue that trend here in this one.
Leonis Martin heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder number 12, Leonis Martin.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one.
First pitch, 7-11.
Buchholz into the windup. Here he comes 0-1. Oh, and he lays one down here, and this is going to be a tough play. Sandoval over to his left. Throw to first is going to beat him, though, as they're able to thwart the bunt attempt. A moment now to give you a look at the Mariners' starting lineup. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, I think you need to take advantage of balls up in the zone, and you could probably say that almost every day, but this is a great hitter's park. You get something to drive, they end up in the seats here.
Kyle Seager will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. A big roundhouse curveball in there for strike one. Eric Karros, this Red Sox ball club, entering play here tonight. They come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
And they were able to come away with the victory last night, so another performance like that would make their manager a happy man.
Throw over to Ortiz, gets him 2 down. And with that, take a look at the Red Sox on defense. It's brought to us by
the guy over at second base. He turns the double play as well as anybody in the game, has a lot of range, and really takes away a lot of hits from the other team.
Nelson Cruz will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch on its way. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. Hot shot on the ground is short. Bogarts has it. Throw on to Ortiz, and that'll retire the side. So they're set down 1-2-3 in the first by Clay Buchholz. And now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. Hisashi Iwakuma gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's having a real consistent year. He's got an ERA under 3. Anytime you're doing something like that, you're doing just fine.
Xander Bogaerts comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, number 72, Xander Bogaerts.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Oh, a diving stop by Lind. Got him.
Picked him up. Nice play.
Batting second.
Boy, that's really a great play here at first. This ball has double written all over it. That's a great job there to lay himself out and then hustle over to the bag to get the 3 unassisted put out.
Jackie Bradley Jr. steps in for the first time. One of those guys really needing something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go of it lately. And that swung on and missed for strike one. And EK, you take a look at these Mariners entering play here tonight. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding off.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner, 2-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing those first 2 pitches out of the strike zone, but I think he's caught on to their little game now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and the count now 2-2.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
And these long at-bats give you a good sense of what a guy's featuring here in the first inning.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Now a chance here from Fenway to take a look at John Farrell's starting lineup card. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Steve?
Well, I think this one is going to be a great pitcher's duel, so you really need to take advantage of any scoring opportunities or any mistakes that may be handed to you. 1 or 2 runs might be enough to win it.
David Ortiz gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Gutierrez waits on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. After 1, no score. Adam Lind will get his first opportunity here, and as you can see, he's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play.
Well, he's been having a pretty good year, but he's been slumping just a little bit at the plate recently. We got to see if he's going to pick it up in this game.
And there's a fastball from Buchholz as he gets ahead 0-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Now a cutter down around his shoe tops as he hops out of the way.
Well, I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. You know, a pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
And we'll get a look here at the grip on that last cutter. You can see he folds this thing way over to one side. And the idea is that at the last moment it'll cut in towards the hitter, just like that one did.
There's Robbie Cano now. As he'll take a look at ball 1. The average sitting at 297 here to start things out. A dozen home runs and 38 runs batted in. And he misses again to Cano. It's 2-0 now.
Yeah, he's looked at 2 close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
Hit hard to short. Gloved by Bogarts. Throw to first, and Cano's a ground out victim. 2 gone.
Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 21, Franklin Gutierrez.
Franklin Gutierrez will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Well, anytime you hit over 400 for a 10-game stretch, you're going pretty well. And his last game was a great indication of that.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. In there, 1-2 now. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
Buchholz is ready. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Hard hit ball to second. There is Pedroia. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. A good inning of work there from Clay Buchholz. Still nothing. Hanley Ramirez will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of 1 run.
Well, guys, he's really been scuffling lately, hitting under 250 over his last 10 games. So he's going to be looking to turn this thing around sometime soon.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Well, Matt, I think Dixon has sometimes been thought of as a hitter's umpire. The book on him is that he can be a little bit tight on the edges of the strike zone. We'll see if that's the case.
One and one. Here it comes. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And Ramirez will just try and work his way aboard here. It's 3-1.
Well, this is a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1. And now he's really in the driver's seat to see a fastball.
And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Chopped foul right at home plate. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Batting fifth, second baseman
Dustin Pedroia will dig in now. Currently 9th in the AL in hitting entering play.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
He's set. Here it comes. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Yeah, he didn't seem to do him any favors with the previous batter, and now here's another call that goes against him on the mound.
On at first is Ramirez with nobody out. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1.
You know, when you watch Pedroia play day in and day out, I always think about that memorable 2013 season. I mean, this is a guy who hurts his thumb on opening day, but he played 160 games that season, and he led the Sox to another World Series title.
batting sixth, third baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Pablo Sandoval. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
First delivery to him on the way. Into the seats, 0-1. First and second here with nobody out. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
They've got an opening here, so this is where you can really jump on a guy out there before he's settled in.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Set to deal on a ball and two strikes. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the former World Series MVP. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And he misses with it. Ball 4. So that'll load the bases. And now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Yeah, and this has been the big concern with this guy over the last couple seasons. He's prone to getting hurt by the base on balls. Already that's 2 walks here in the early going. And that's something that he's going to need to get a handle on pretty quick.
Rusney Castillo will step in now. He drove in his club's only run a night ago.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Here's the first pitch to him. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Well, right here is where you've got to be smart out there. They've got nowhere to put you, so we probably won't be working the corners.
And he misses low with it, 2-0.
Now the pressure will really start to mount out there. That strike zone's going to feel like it's the size of a soup can right now.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. There's a strike. It's 2-1.
That might take the anxiety away for the moment, but he's going to need a couple more here to prove to himself that he's not losing it.
Hit on the ground to third. The tag gets 1. Over to second, a double play. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead. So as he favors that right leg, it looks like he's going to have to come out of the game. He is coming off on his own power, however, so hopefully it's only a minor injury. Blake Swihart set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Red Sox on top in the early going, 1-0 as we play the second. 0-1 is a splitter that misses for the first ball.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
That thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
And that misses 2-2.
Pitch count already becoming a factor. He's at 34 now, still not out of the second inning.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. We played 2 full. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Mariners 0. Brock Holt has come into the ballgame now as he takes over as the new third baseman.
Third base, number 12.
Seth Smith will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ballgame.
Smith.
too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball one. Shot toward right center, and the Mariners have themselves their first base hit.
And hitters swing. It's really fun to watch when they square one up. This is a cut fastball, but you see the nice extension, the good follow through, and he just rips it into center field.
Standing in now, Steve Clevenger. And this one's in the dirt. And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch.
Yeah, and then one pitch later, he essentially turns that single into a double by letting him advance into scoring position on the wild pitch.
Buchholz sets. Here it is on 1-0. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Three and 0 now. And he misses there for ball four. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Yeah, that's nice to see a little patience up there. These guys have been what I would call overly aggressive these first few innings. Finally, somebody's figured out the importance of maybe taking a pitch or two.
Ketel Marte will stand in now, and as you take a look at the splits, his numbers compare unfavorably once he leaves the comforts of home. That's yanked into the stands. Strike one. Chased out of his zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Yeah, right over the top of that one. Double play ball would be a killer here, so he's got to find something he can square up.
Two-strike deliveries in the dirt. 1-2 now.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, he won't come within a foot of it.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Bradley is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
So striding in, Leonis Martin, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he lays off there, 1-0. And now a double play ball perhaps for Pedroia. The second for one. On to Ortiz, and it's a double play, inning over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Ryan Lamar digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Center fielder, Ryan Lamar.
Into the windup and the pitch. First pitch misses here to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 9 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Liner towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out.
Well, that's a tough part of this game right here. You do everything right and get donuts. Absolutely nothing for it. You see, he goes with the pitch well, drives it the other way, but it's directly to the second baseman. He barely has to move.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
The windup and the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. One out, nobody on. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. Bases are empty, one man out. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. And another foul ball. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Gutierrez over to his left, and that's the second out of the inning.
Well, that was a struggle with a capital S, but he finally gets him to lift the fly ball here to end the 9-pitch at bat. That'll take some life out of the arm.
Stepping in, Jackie Bradley Jr. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup. So you can't let your guard down.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo shot off the bat of Jackie Bradley Jr. Home run number 9 on the year, and that gives the Reds.
Wow, after the first two hitters, this inning didn't look like it was going anywhere. But you talk to a lot of hitters, and they'll tell you if they come up with 2 outs and nobody on, that's where they get selfish and try to swing for the fences. And that's what he did right there and launched a solo shot with 2 outs.
Stepping in now, David Ortiz.
David Ortiz.
Hit sharply on the ground. There is Seager. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. It's Jackie Bradley Jr. who hits the jackpot with this big swing. We're through 3 here at Fenway. It's now 2-0 Boston. Kyle Seager is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Buchholz has his target. Here comes the first pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Nope,
and tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Oh, I think you'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Pedroia has it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nelson Cruz. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Chopped weakly to the left. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Well, you got to start a streak somewhere, and he's well into this one now. A 6-game hit streak with that base hit. He's swinging the bat pretty good right now.
Settling in now, Adam Lind. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Lays off 1-0. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, if he's missing right here, he ain't missing by much. Not getting too many favors behind the plate.
Runners off for second. Very weakly on the ground. That's foul, so the runner will have to head back. And now a double play ball perhaps for Pedroia. One there on to first, and it's dropped. It'll stay right there, though, so there will be no advance. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error.
Robinson Cano.
Robinson Cano stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes ball 1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. In the dirt here. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
And although this does move a runner into scoring position now with 2 outs, it does afford you the opportunity to pick who you'd rather pitch to. They do have a better matchup now versus the guy on deck. So the option is there to put this guy on and then take their chances with the next guy in the order.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Seattle. They're still down. It's 2-0. Hanley Ramirez will get things going for the Red Sox with Dustin Pedroia to follow.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
0-1's the count. Nope.
And he misses with it. 1-1.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now this is caught by Seager down at the hot corner. And an unlucky start to the 4th that time as the leadoff man is set down.
Oh, you can feel for him, too, because you know exactly what's going through his mind right there. He can't believe it. You know, when you're going good at the plate, all the little flares and bleeders, they all start going your way and they fall in. But when you're scuffling like he has, even the Rockets find a glove.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia, as he swings down on the first pitch and sends a chopper over to third. Throw on to first. He'll take care of Pedroia, and there are 2 away.
And you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
Here's Brock Holt now, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit to short. Marte is up with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Franklin Gutierrez heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. The pitch count there, one pitch into his fifth inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
A screaming base.
He's starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Seth Smith is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one.
Well, anytime you throw a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters you're facing, you're looking for trouble, but not so in this game. We're in the middle innings here, and he's still pitching well.
He pulls this one into right. Castillo is there, and he'll bring this one in.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Into the box, Steve Clevenger, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. That one's going to find the seats, strike one. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. But this will land untouched. Runners on first with one down. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-2 pitch. And strike 3 called on the outside corner. He's earned the right to live out there with the fastballs as that's out number 2.
You know, and I think most hitters will tell you, if you get a bad call on strike 1 or strike 2, you know, they can live with that. But if you're going to punch me out on strike 3, it better be a strike. If not, I feel like you're taking the bat out of my hands.
In now, Ketel Marte. Line drive to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Mariners leave 1. They trail things here 2-0. Rusney Castillo comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Right fielder, Rusney Castillo.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Skied into very shallow right. Gutierrez is there. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, number 23.
Digging in now, Blake Swihart, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, he's just flat out a better hitter from the left side. He's a switch hitter, but it's no secret this is his favorite side to hit from.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Smith, 2 gone.
Sometimes when you're facing the bottom third of an order, hey, just run it up there. Let him hit it. This is now back-to-back flyouts, and he hasn't had to work all that hard to get him.
Ryan Lamar stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he was right on the off-speed stuff and hit it well, but just didn't have any luck. It's going to be interesting to see if they stay with more fastballs right here.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. All away here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy. Get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
Now he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Boy, you have got to make this guy swing the bat here on this next pitch. This is not the guy you want to lose.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Hit hard up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Yep, maybe a shot here now with 2 away as they finally get another base runner. He'd retired 6 in a row prior to this base hit, so he's had his way with these guys for the past few innings.
Xander Bogaerts will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. And there he goes towards second. Pitch misses the throw down. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Nothing doing for Boston, but they're on top 2-0. Leonis Martin will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
And now the Red Sox will get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. It seems like we've seen a lot of guys late on the fastball tonight.
And he's not throwing all that hard either. But when he throws it off the other pitches, that's where it makes it a little more difficult.
Towards second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
One of the first times tonight that they've had their leadoff man on base. Now they've got to find a way to build on it if they want to get back in this thing.
Kyle Seager comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
And that misses inside 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. And he misses again here. 2-0 to the Mariner third baseman.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
And this is poured in at the letters. 2-1 now. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
Shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike two anyway. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Set to deal on 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
And into his sixth inning of work now. Let's take a look at the breakdown for him so far.
Nelson Cruz.
Nelson Cruz will step in now, representing the potential tying run.
And keep in mind, he is the team leader in home runs, so if anyone's got a shot of getting one out of here, it's him.
There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball one. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
And a dive, but he's back in. One-0 count. Here it is. Off is Martin. Pitches a cold strike. The throw.
The catcher even quicker, and the guy still stole that base. That was great.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. Line to the right side. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he's up to third safely now with two gone in the inning.
Now batting.
This turns out to be a real heads-up play at second base. Now, you think on a line drive into the outfield that he might be bouncing towards third, hoping to score if this ball drops. But smartly, he goes back to the bag, tags up, and he advances the 90 feet.
Here's Adam Lind, as he'll swing here and lift a fly ball out to right center. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. Notch one in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Well, nothing will put a smile on your manager's face quite like a two-out RBI. Well, things weren't looking good. He looked like he was going to get stranded out there, but he comes through to drive him home.
The second baseman, Robinson Cano, steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy. And it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with two outs.
A runner on first with two away. And low, it's a ball and a strike. in the dirt, and now let's see. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Yeah, this is a matter of just overthrowing that curveball. This one's going to be about a 58-footer, and once it skips away, there's no shot to get him down at second base.
Squared that one up just a little late. Trying to hold the lead. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Hit softly on the ground to third. To his right, Holt. Throw on to Ortiz, and that'll retire the side. Mariners forced to settle for 1. To the bottom of the 6th inning. Boston's out in front, 2-1. Xander Bogaerts will stand in as he'll lead things off for the Red Sox in their half of the 6th. And with David Ortiz lurking around the corner, we see a left-hander start to get loose out in that bullpen. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Here's Bogaerts in the air out to deep left field. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Iwakuma's ready with the 1-1 pitch. Inside and low, 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
And when you need a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk's not on the agenda. You better bear down right here.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Full count, here it comes. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Gutierrez over to his right, makes the play, 1 away.
Well, he is definitely doing his part out there. You see his line so far. He's keeping his guys in the ball game. He's just not getting any help offensively.
Jackie Bradley Jr. will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Here comes the first pitch. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 1-2. Here it comes. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Just like the guy he faced before this, another long at bat here. He's had to make 13 pitches just to these last 2 hitters.
Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Line drive to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Oh, and this ball's center cut right here. Got it right on the barrel. He just drills it into left field for a 1-out single.
David Ortiz will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Tap fouled at home plate. Here it comes, 0-2. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Grounded to the right. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, and normally with him at the plate, you're going to see that defense in that big overshift. But with a runner on first base, they can't really do that much. So here, he just uses that to his advantage, and he finds a hole right through the right side.
Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. It's there in plenty of time. He's out trying to steal third as they get the lead runner here.
Now that play is going to give this pitcher a lifeline.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Martin is under it. And that ends the inning. Red Sox leave 1. They lead it 2-1. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. Red Sox on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But first, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Franklin Gutierrez will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. Out in front of it, strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And reined in, 1 away. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. And when you're pitching as well as he is, the scoreless innings just seem to stack up. He's got another good outing going here.
Seth Smith stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. For that man right there, just the one run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Buchholz gets the sign. 1-1 pitch on its way. Hit to third. On to first, and a good start to the inning for Buchholz. 2 away now.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Steve Clevenger stands in. Was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Chop to first. Ortiz scoops it up, and Ortiz will just take this one over to first by himself, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They still trail it here 2-1. Evan Scribner will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Evan Scribner.
Dustin Pedroia will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Here it comes, 2-0. That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Hit hard to the right side. Backhanded. Throw on to first by Cano, and there's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
That's a nice backhanded play there at second. You'd like to be able to get in front of this ball if you can, but here he does a nice job of looking it into the glove, and then he makes the throw to first for the out.
And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. Here's Brock Holt now. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And a high strike there. It's 1-1.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
Hit hard but foul. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Up next for the Red Sox.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Standing in now, Rusney Castillo. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
And I think with no one on base, you know, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball here.
Two 2-0 count. Here it comes. Too high. And it's 3-0. You figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count?
Maybe even taken 2.
2 out, nobody on. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And the count will be full. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They still lead it 2-1. Ketel Marte will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
You know, guys, you watch the way he's pitched all night, and you'd be surprised to understand that he's thrown a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters he's faced, and he's still pitching such a good game.
Hard hit ball to second. And that's through into center field, so the tying run's aboard to kick off the inning. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
You kind of wonder why guys would pitch to him in this situation. You know someone wants to end this streak, but he just finds a way to get another hit.
Here comes Sox manager John Farrell on his way out to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all now for Clay Buchholz. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Koji Uehara will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with the runner at first and nobody out. Here's Leonis Martin. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And he falls behind 0-2. Uehara's ready. Here's the 0-2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And taken in out there for the first out. Getting late. 8th inning now from Fenway with the Red Sox on top as you get a look at our game's line score to this point. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Kyle Seager. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. There goes the runner. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Boy, I think he's pretty lucky to get in there safely on this play. It's a decent jump, but I think a good throw might nail him down there. Instead, you see it's wide of the mark, off to the shortstop side of the base, and he's able to beat that tag to get in safely.
The 2-0 pitch. A strike, and it's 2-1. Here's a swing and a miss at the hard splitter, even at 2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
He knows his job is to hang on to the lead for his team, but with a guy in scoring position, he's got to do something to come up big. Not a whole lot bigger situation to come up with a strikeout than right there. He's fired up about it, but he's still got some work to do right now. He's not out of this thing yet.
Here's Nelson Cruz now, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters. Make sure that pitch gets inside instead of staying out over the plate. That one ran just a little too much to catch the corner.
That's wide, 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase, and after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
Here he comes on 2-0. In the dirt. It's 3-0 now. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producer swinging the bat. If it's my number 7 hitter, probably not.
Set to deliver on 3-0. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer it that one. That was a dangerous spot for a good fastball hitter.
Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. He struck him out, and the tying run will be left stranded at second base. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Red Sox are out in front, 2-1. Blake Swihart will stand in now. He struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far.
23.
First pitch of the at-bat. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Martin, and that's the first out of the inning.
This guy's one of those unsung type pitchers. He's not the setup guy. He's not the closer, but these are the guys that keep you in the ball games, and he's doing the job here.
Into the box now, Ryan Lamar. He singled his last time up.
And everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. One out, nobody on. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. There's the cold strike he was looking for. 2-2 now.
Boy, he just turned that thing over perfectly. He put that thing right on a dime.
Full count now. 3-2.
And there you see the leadoff man on deck. And, you know, they'd love to get someone on base when this lineup turns over.
And a fastball swung on and missed.
Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox, as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show from Beantown, Boston, Mass. We're set for the final innings of this one. Craig Kimbrell is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 46, Craig Kimbrell.
Adam Lind will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6, as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Robinson Cano will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Kimbrel's ready, coming at him with the 0-1.
1-1.
And he takes this one high, 1-1. That's in there on the outer half, 1-2 now.
And if he can come in here and start putting that pitch in that location, ain't nobody going to touch him.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2.
Oh, he is intimidating. There's no arguing that.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. Throw to first, and Cano's a ground out victim. 2 gone.
Yeah, 2 ground ball outs right here to start the ninth. That's as easy as you can make it. Now he's just 1 out away from picking up the save.
Franklin Gutierrez gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Smoke toward third. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Yeah, tying runs on base now with 2 outs, and who knows? If this next guy can put one in the gap, we could have ourselves a tie ball game.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Seth Smith comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. Quick check on that tying run at first. And a dive, but he's back. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. And a swing and a miss on a good pitch, and the Mariners are down to their final strike now.
You want to talk about a live arm? This guy's got one all right.
And now this crowd, right around 34,000 fans, comes to their feet.
Down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Yeah, no way for him to be able to get out of the way of that one. And seeing as though he's the go-ahead run, probably wouldn't have tried too hard anyway.
Nori Aoki will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 8, Nori Aoki.
Into the box now, Steve Clevenger, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
They're definitely making him work out there. He came in trying to shut the door, and he has not had an easy time of it.
One 1-0 pitch on the way. Look out, 2-0 now.
Well, don't expect him to forget throwing inside. Even after the hit by pitch, he just won't start giving in to guys out there.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he'll put this one away, and the Red Sox have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Not exactly a lockdown 9th inning, but they wind up stranding the tying run at second and the go-ahead run at first to preserve the victory.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And, guys, we were treated to an excellent pitching performance in this one by the gentleman you see right here, Clay Buchholz. Strike opposed, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Red Sox win it 2-1. Good night from Fenway.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 2 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. For the Mariners, 1 run, 7 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 33 minutes. A reminder that extra Green Line trains will be available at the Kenmore stop. Or if you plan to use the D branch, use the Fenway stop. Rail service is available at the Yawkey Station, located on Brookline Avenue, within walking distance of Fenway Park.